needed to make a few more plays, needed to obviously not give up a couple plays. And really, I mean, the big thing for me right now coming out of the game was probably penalties. I think that was probably the thing that, hurt us the most in this game, either getting us in, backed up situations or getting us off track on offense or giving extra chances, to their offense either way. I think that was kind of the biggest issues for us with the game. We got to do a better job with that. I think our guys played hard. I think they worked really hard today. I'm proud of them for that. I know that these games aren't easy. The Bears, that's a very dangerous team. They got a lot of great players, and they played better than we did in a lot of situations. And obviously, we didn't get enough done to get the win. So, but I appreciate our guys. I appreciate how hard they fight. I appreciate how tough they are. If we can get a couple more plays to go our way, maybe the results will be a little bit different. But I think that's the biggest thing for us right now is we got to start making some of those plays that we're not making, and not have those things that cause us to lose or hurt us.
Sorry if you want to watch the film, but just your impressions of how Jeff came in and played for you. Obviously, tough situation having to go with your backup against him.
Yeah.
Made some plays. Just what you thought of his performance.
Yeah, we'll look at it obviously from that standpoint, but I think he's been a guy in practice that's really improved over the last 4 weeks of just kind of you noticed some of the throws he can make. You obviously understand his athleticism that he brings. So I've seen him just kind of continually get better. I think he went out and I think he played hard. We'll see what it looks like from that standpoint. Some things in there that obviously we got to clean up and take care of, but he has a little bit of a different element to him, and I thought he was put in a really hard situation, and I think he played really really tough. So we'll see obviously the mistakes, but the rest of that poised, went in, did everything he could to try to help the team win.
It seemed like you guys were optimistic that Matthew would be able to play this game. Matthew said so on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Was there a setback, or what happened with that?
Yeah, I mean, really wasn't until, exactly what we said it was. It was limited all week, and he was, doing what he could in practice. And, we thought we'd get to the end of the week and would be a situation where we'd be okay. We obviously weren't, in that deal, and had some things that we looked at and consulted with the doctors. And, for me, I think, again, look, he's one of the toughest guys I know. He wants to play no matter what. And it got to the point where I guess for me to make the decision here today before the game was, it wasn't safe for him to play. And so from my standpoint, I'm not going to put him in that situation. I love football. I love the game. I'm probably the most competitive guy you've ever met. I want to win more than anybody, but I'm not going to put somebody in harm's way, when it's not a good decision by myself and the medical staff. Hang on one second. Yep, go ahead.
Broken bones don't usually heal in a week.
Yeah. I don't want to get into the specifics of what that is, but there's always different levels of kind of maybe some of that stuff when you look at it. So we take it week by week or day by day, but from that standpoint. Go ahead, Mike.
Just one thing. Did Driskel get like the number 2 reps all week and others didn't get the full load?
Yeah, we've really split reps for a while. It was just something that I think, even when I got here last year, it was something that we did a little bit, and certainly just, it's important to do that. It's important to make sure that guys get reps during the course of the week because you never know. So for us, it was kind of we went along the plan as planned, and we got to the game time decision, and it was what it was. So, but those guys do a great job. But we have different, obviously. There's practice, there's walkthrough, there's meetings, there's just so many different things that we do. We only have a limited amount of time on the field, so there's a lot of other ways that we go about trying to get guys ready to go, even if they're not necessarily out there with the first group.
How tough was that stretch there at the end of the half? Obviously, they get the score, they come out, the balls, the score, the interception score, just that kind of seemed to change the game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, 2 bad series, but I'd say that, the series before the half, that's probably the toughest one. They got us with a good personnel group. They were running some good tempo, had a couple of plays that we could have made, and then obviously got us, I think it was on the 3rd down play where they scored. We lost leverage on the play. We should have been in position for that route. But they scored there, came in, wanted to go start fast in the second half, which I know just getting out of the game, but I think we stopped them out of there. So we were kind of starting it the way we wanted to. Obviously, the turnover is kind of a separate deal. We turn the ball over, we got to make sure we don't give up points, especially on a short field, and that was probably, just disappointing from that aspect of it.
Sorry if you would have asked this, but Driskel, how did you think he did being kind of thrown in there, although you said he was getting reps during the week?
Yeah, I mean, again, just kind of the field, watching it without really looking at the tape. I thought, the biggest thing with him is he's very poised. He's very calm. He's been in NFL games before. He started before. So none of that really affected him. I would say from that standpoint, I think he tried to do a good job with the operation. Getting the plays in and out and get the guys lined up. And, we had a couple different things in play here. We had a couple plays where we went fast at the line of scrimmage. We had some different protections in, obviously, because of how great their front is. So there was a lot on the plate there to digest, and I think he did a good job with it. We'll certainly take a look at the execution from that standpoint and see if there's some things that maybe we missed, which, again, I think everybody is in that same boat. There's probably plays we all could have made better out there in the game. But, from that standpoint, I thought he, stepped in and did the best job that he could, and there was no panic at all.
So you guys put a lot of the game planning in, obviously, early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I guess. At that point, who were you expecting to be your starting quarterback?
Yeah, again, we went as normal. This was truly a limited, questionable decision all the way through the week, and game time decision for us. So, game plan was the same.
So what does that mean exactly? Do you prepare for both then, or do you expect?
I mean, I think for us, yeah. I think for us, the game plan is the game plan, and we have a lot of different things in our packages that, fit all the guys that we have. So we just went as normal with the game plan.
You suffered a ton of injuries on both sides of the ball. How limiting was that for you? And I guess any injuries, long term?
Obviously the injury situation is always hard. It's hard with the ones that we have before the game because, then when you get in the game, if there's anything that happens, you're kind of really thin as far as what you can do in some of those situations. So, again, we had obviously, Rick with his situation today, and I think Crosby went in and did a good job from that standpoint. So we understand it's next man up. It is what it is. We got to go out and we got to perform and we got to do better. And we just got to try to find a way to win. Again, I think the biggest thing for us is there's just some plays out there that if we just make either way, it changes everything. We're in there, we're tough, we're battling, we're fighting all the way through. It's a competitive game, and for us, we just got to start making some of those plays.
You lost your starting quarterback and then lost the game today, 3-5-1. Makes it kind of dire the rest of the season. How big of a blow is everything that happened today?
Yeah, I think it's real kind of easy for us. We kind of just really shut everything else out. All the talk that's going to go on outside of our building doesn't really matter to us. All that matters to us is just coming in and working hard to try to get better. I think that's the biggest thing for us. I think if you start to dive into all that other stuff, it's just a lot of negativity right now for us that I want to look at our team and say, wow, we really came out and fought really hard with everything else that's going on and everything else that, everyone's going to try to pile on with the situation. Those guys just played really hard for 60 minutes. They really tried to do everything they could to win. We didn't execute maybe well enough in that situation, but, I'm proud of how tough that team is. I'm proud of how much they come in every single day and work and go out and try to win. We just got to make some more plays.
I'm sorry if you laid out the timeline already, but since I walked in late, just to be clear, did Matthew have more tests Friday that or Friday, Saturday, whatever, over the weekend that
yeah.
lets you know he was more serious than
we kind of had we had some things scheduled out through the course of the week just to make sure that we were in doing everything from a protocol standpoint that we thought was best, to evaluate it. So, again, I'm not going to get into too many specifics, but the biggest thing for me was he truly was limited. He truly participated, truly limited, and went through the week. And we were hoping by the time we got to today we'd be able to do it. And unfortunately, like I said, it wasn't safe to put him in that situation. So the information that we got, talking with the doctors, it wasn't the right thing to do. And again, I'm more concerned about him than I am anything else. He's got a great family. He's a great guy. So for us, that was a decision we made, and we move forward. And the team, they move forward with the decision. They understand, and I think a lot of those guys were trying to fight and do everything they could because they know how tough he is and they know how much it means to him. And I think we were trying to do everything we could for him. So, that's it.
safe to put him in that situation on Sunday. Why was he listed as questionable on Friday? I mean, it wouldn't have been safe to put him there on Friday.
Well, again, I think today was the day we decided that it wasn't safe.
What changed and what made you decide that it wasn't safe today?
Just the meeting with the doctors and having that kind of consultation with them one more time and just deciding, hey, it's not a good thing to do, because he wanted to play.
When it comes back to spinal injuries, though, what level of concern is there that this could be
Sure.
4-week injury, season-ending injury? Is that?
I mean, for us right now, and again, I'm not getting into specifics of what it is exactly. It's day by day, week by week. We'll see how it goes from that aspect of it and see how everything just progresses, I guess.
A week, every week I go in, I prepare as if I'm going to play, and I've been doing that since I got here to Detroit, and that hasn't changed. So, it was really a normal week.
When did you find out that you could start?
I mean, we always, as a backup quarterback, there's always opportunity, or there's always a chance you're going to get in the game. And, that's just been my mindset the whole time is, hey, you could be called on at any time and be ready to go. And that's just been my mind since I've got here, is when I am called upon to be ready to go.
Jeff, when did they tell you were going to play? That's the question. Did you know Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, like I've been saying, they've been telling me since I got here, be ready to go when you're called upon. And, I found out this morning when I got to the stadium. So, yeah.
Jeff, the opening drive, I know you'd like to have had a touchdown, but how important was it for you at least to go down and put some points on the board the first time?
Yeah, it was huge. To get a nice opening drive, obviously you want to, end drives like that with touchdowns. And that was disappointing that we couldn't punch it in for a touchdown. But, ending it with a field goal is good too. And, but yeah, we got to capitalize on those opportunities when we get down there and score touchdowns because, that's difference in winning and losing in this league.
I know you probably want to see the tape, but what did you think of your performance kind of overall?
I mean, I thought I competed. I thought I played hard. I'm probably the most critical of myself. And, looking at that interception there in the red zone, put our defense in a tough spot after they'd been playing well, lights out all day. But definitely made some plays. There's a lot of opportunity to improve when we look back at the tape. But overall, made some plays, but not enough to get it done today.
Were you leaning on Stafford at all during the game, on the sideline at all?
I mean, I think so. I think his presence is huge. He's the unquestioned leader of his team. And, one of the toughest dudes that I've ever been around, most competitive people I've ever been around. So, yeah, having his presence there was huge, not just for me, but for the whole team. So, yeah, it was awesome to have him there. And, he had my back just like I have his back when he's out there.
Did you get any sense for just how tough it might have been for him to be on the sideline for that whole game and have to play that role?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was tough. Everybody wants to be out there competing on the field, and he's done it for a long time at a high level. Don't know the exact number of starts that he's had in a row, but it's definitely up there. I think it's since 2011. He hasn't missed a start, so it's just a testament to him as a person and a teammate and a competitor.
You've been getting a lot of reps in practice. Do you feel like you had a full grasp of everything when the game started?
Yeah, I mean, I think the staff does a great job during the week of sprinkling reps for not just me but everybody to make sure that everyone's ready to go. Because there was a stat thrown out there: over 50% of the league that started as backups this year have played. So everybody in that locker room is going to be called upon to play at some point, and I knew that was going to be the case for me as well. And just prepared all year long for when my time came. And but yeah, the reps during the week definitely helped.
It actually didn't work out the way you wanted to. But what was it like leading that last possession with a chance to win the game? Running the offense and all that.
No, I think the awesome thing about that group in there is that we never flinch. When you look at those guys in the huddle, they're looking back at you with the same mindset that, hey, we're going to go score and we're going to go win this game. And I think we had that mindset the whole day. And unfortunately, we didn't make enough plays. But, we got down there. We just, fell a little short today.
Speaking of the final drive, I saw you shaking your head after the drop down pass that kind of milked some time off and forced you guys into 7 seconds. Is that when you kind of wish maybe you had back, not dropping that little one off that used those kind of 12, 13 seconds there at the end?
That I didn't.
That you completed real short.
Oh, inbounds? Yeah, no, I mean, we had time. I wanted to keep the drive going. Whoever was on, Kenny made a nice play of getting him down. Tried to put it out in front so we could stay on the move and get out of bounds. But, hey, that's how it plays out sometimes. The coverage that we got there kind of dictated where the ball went. And I knew we had another play, and we did a nice job of getting up and killing it to give ourselves time for a shot at the end zone.
Did you get a look at the interference call on Galladay?
Did I get a
Look at that interference call of the third or fourth. I think it was fourth down that the interference call against Kenny.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. You get called sometime, you don't get called sometime. I didn't see it, but it was definitely a tough one. Did a good job. JD extending the play and making himself available for me. But yeah, unfortunately that one got called back. We weren't able to convert after that.
How tough was the Bears defense, and what kind of challenges did they present to you today?
Yeah, that's a really good group over there. Starting obviously with their front. They have really good players up front, but I thought our offensive line did a nice job handling those guys for the most part. And, I thought we dialed up a plan to, move around a little bit, get the ball out on time so they couldn't pin their ears back. But, yeah, it's a really, really tough defense. And, like I said, we came up short today.
Thank you, guys.
Makes everybody step up. Makes everybody step up. I think we did a lot of really good things out there today. obviously there's some things we could have done better, or else we would have won the game. You know, and even if we did win the game, there's still always some things to do better. So get back to the film, correct the correctables, and move on, get ready for Dallas.
What did you, how did Stafford look in practice to you? I mean, Darius said he was a killer like regular, so if there was any sign, you know, that you worry that he might not be there.
I mean, during practice, my biggest concern was making sure I can get out there, you know, so, and I'm just glad I was able to be out there, to be there for my teammates. Hopefully, you know, I like to be out there a little bit, you know, contribute a little bit more than I did today. But that's just the process of when you're coming off an injury. You know, those guys know what they're doing. Our training staff has done an awesome job with me. And just really excited for continuing to improve, get healthier, get better, get ready for this next week.
I felt like Jeff did a great job. You know, we got to make more plays on our end to, you know, personally myself, to help this team win. So, you know, got to get better, man.
I feel it was another case where you guys left too many out there.
No question, no question. You know, personally, I'm just a little frustrated in you know, my play. You know, I got to make more plays to help this team win.
You're a guy that's, I guess, wears his heart on his sleeve. It's pretty intense on and off the field. I mean, how do you, I guess, recalibrate heading into this week?
No question. I mean, we got to stick together. You know, just got to go back to work. We got to find a way to get a win this week and go from there.
What changed, if anything, on the offense with Jeff versus Matt?
I don't know. I got to watch film. You know, I just got done running routes, so I got to see the film. You know, I felt like, you know, Jeff is a competitor, man. He's tough as nails. He's got a great arm, and he's, you know, he's a good teammate. So we were happy to rally around Jeff today, and we almost got it done, but no, you know, we didn't get it done.
I know you'd like to have a touchdown on that opening drive, but what did Jeff show you taking down the field and getting points right out of the blocks like that?
Yeah, it's always a goal to start fast. We'd love to score, you know, a touchdown right there, but you know, got to start fast, and you know, I felt like we got some points early, and we got to.
Yeah, definitely. We understood what type of situation our team was in, and obviously, you know, we wanted to do our best to put our team in the best position, and that was to, you know, either get off the field on third downs, get some turnovers, get some stops, and so we definitely understood what was at stake. So.
When did you guys find out Stafford wouldn't play?
I'm not even sure. I can't remember. Yeah.
Started the game with a couple 3-and-outs in a row there. What kind of changed when Trubisky got it rolling at the end of the half?
At the end of the half, obviously, you know, got to go back on the film just to see it. But, you know, I think just the third down, getting off the field on third down, we allowed them to continue to advance. You know, they got some big plays down the field, and obviously, you know, just able to march it down the field and you know, with penalties and things like that. So, you know, we understand that we put ourselves in that position, and we just got to continue to try to eliminate them. So.
Does it feel a little bit like more of the same for you guys on the defensive side of the ball?
You know, it is what it is. Obviously, you know, the keys to success and to be successful in this league, obviously, you got to eliminate bad football, you got to eliminate penalties, you got to play with good fundamentals, got to play with good technique. So when you can't execute on it on Sundays, you know, that's just a recipe for a loss. So it's up to us to kind of go back to work a little harder, and try to continue to build on it. So.
You guys were able to clamp down in the fourth quarter and keep the team in the game. What changed after Trubisky left the touchdown drives there? How were you guys able to clamp down?
I don't know. I'm just out there kind of playing. A lot of guys in here just wanted to make a play, and you know, a lot of guys stepped up, and you know, we was able to get some tackle for loss, some sacks, and things like that to kind of get them off the field. So as far as schematically, I'm not aware, but you know, I know the guys out there on the field just you know, was in the right position and made the play.
You know, obviously, like, you know, us as teammates, and you know, I've been here for 4 years now. Like, heartbroken for the guy, because you know, he wants to be out there just as much as we want him out there. But you know, it might not sound like a good answer, but you got to go forward business as usual. You know, you still got a game to go out there and compete, and you know, I thought Jeff did a phenomenal job stepping in there. You know, if he was nervous, we couldn't tell. You know, he just stepped right in there, extended some plays, made a lot of good plays, commanded the huddle well, and you know, all that we can ask is that we fight the whole game, and I know we're going to do that, and we did that today.
In that final drive, what were some of the things that you think that weren't working for you guys? It didn't seem like the Bears were
pressure blitzing you guys particularly too much today?
As far as on the back end, I'm not really sure. I know we were getting a lot of, four-man rushes as far as I could tell, some games and stunts and things like that. That may have been to avoid, chips and nudges and things like that. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have a better beat on that once we watch the film, but, the tempo and, us going quick cadence seemed to catch them off guard and multiple times throughout the game.
We gotta get right, quick, heartbeat. You get the games, it's tough, so we gotta find a way to come out with them.
Last question.
I don't do nothing. Like I said, all the guys that's in this room, man, we believe in each other. We trust each other. We know our new Stafford is a very, very important piece to our team. He's our leader. He's our goer, our starter, our finisher. If he but just like how any one of us go down, we got to step up, we got to make a play. So that's the goal. That's how our mindset is in this room. Is the next guy up, got to perform. And I think God did a very good job controlling the game. Had two good first two controlling drives, control the clock. I think the first drive we took 8 minutes, 8 to 9 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So if he was doing the job, just that, like I said, they made a little more plays than us, and that was it.